Have you ever looked at your bank account and just thought, damn, I worked too hard to feel like this? You're not lazy. You're not dumb with money. You just never learned how to make it work for you. You pay your bills, try to save what's left, and somehow it still feels like you're running in circles. That used to be me. Always working. Never really free. Until I realized something simple. I didn't need to make more money to get ahead. I just needed to stack small wins and keep stacking them. Because small wins compound. They build peace. They build freedom. And freedom will always feel better than stress. So here are 5 small money wins that help me go from overwhelmed and broke to calm and in control. And they'll do the same for you if you stick with them. The first win is to track every dollar. The first step to financial peace is knowing where your money's actually going. I used to avoid looking at my spending because I didn't want to feel guilty. But here's the truth. You can't fix what you won't face. When I finally sat down and tracked everything, I realized it wasn't the big stuff killing me. It was the small mindless spending, $10 here, $20 there, adding up to hundreds a month. And when I finally saw it, it clicked. Money wasn't controlling me anymore. I was in control. Tracking your spending doesn't make you cheap, it makes you aware. And awareness is how you start building peace instead of pressure. This isn't about restriction, it's about freedom. Because when you know where your money goes, you stop feeling out of control. The second win is to automate your money. Most people try to rely on willpower, but willpower burns out fast. Automation is how you build freedom on autopilot. When I started automating my finances, everything changed. My paycheck hit, and instantly some went into savings. Some went into investments. Bills got paid automatically. No stress, no forgetting, no guilt. The rest was mine to spend freely because I knew my responsibilities were already handled. That's the power of systems. They give you structure, which gives you peace. Even if it's $25 a week automatically going into savings, it matters. Because it's not about the amount, it's about the habit. The third win is to live below your means, so you can breathe again. Most people live to impress other people and end up broke because of it. I used to think living below my means meant living boring, but I was wrong. It means living peacefully. It's saying, I don't need to keep up with anyone. I just want peace. Once I stopped chasing stuff I didn't need, everything got lighter. I stopped caring about the next phone, the nicer car, or flexing online. I started focusing on what actually made me happy. My girl, my dog, training, freedom. You realize that financial freedom isn't about owning everything. It's about owing nothing. It's waking up without stress sitting on your chest. That's peace. The fourth win is to start investing. Let time work for you, not against you. If there's one thing that'll change your life, it's this. Start investing early, no matter how small. You don't need to wait until you make more. Start now, even if it's $20, because every dollar you invest buys you a piece of freedom. It's money that's out there working for you while you sleep. When I first started, I didn't know much. I just picked simple index funds, VTI, FXAX, SCHD, and kept adding to them. Over time, it started to grow. Slowly at first, then faster. That's compound growth. It's quiet, boring, and incredibly powerful. The goal isn't to get rich quick. It's to stop stressing about money long term, and every deposit you make, no matter how small, gets you closer to that peace. Because one day, your investments start paying you back. And that's when life starts feeling free. The fifth win is to feed your mind, because peace starts up here. If you want peace with money, you have to fix your mindset first. When you're surrounded by people complaining, comparing, or saying that's impossible, you start believing it. I had to change what I fed my brain. I stopped watching mindless content and started listening to people who talked about growth, investing, health, discipline, peace. Because your mind is like your bank account. What you put in determines what comes out. You can't expect financial peace if all your inputs are chaos. Replace 20 minutes of scrolling a day with something that feeds your goals. A podcast, a YouTube channel, a book. That one small swap can completely change how you think. Your peace starts in your head. Everything else follows. At the end of the day, it's simple. Track your money, because awareness creates freedom. Automate it, so peace becomes the default. Live below your means, and finally breathe again. Invest early so your future self can relax. Feed your mind, because it all starts up here. These are small wins, but small wins stack up, and when they stack, they build something powerful. Freedom. Not the quit your job and move to Bali kind. The quiet kind, waking up without money stress, knowing you're good, knowing you're in control. That's the goal. Not rich, not famous, just free. Because peace and freedom will always feel better than debt and stress.